Welcome! Welcome to day 1 of 3 days of this entire class being held for you and for anyone else who you would like to join you. First thing to note as we gather in this space is that this is a class for having fun. I hope you came here for a reason that has something to do with fun, and I hope that you are going to enjoy dancing with many people because we will rotate a lot in this class. My name is Becca, and I have a dance partner usually, not today, so every time that I'm doing something for the leads, I'll probably turn away. I'll probably be somewhere on this side of the room, and I will hold up this finger like this, and that should look like an L to you. And that means I'm leading right now. Anytime I'm doing something that's following, I'll stand on this side of the room. I'll probably do something that's just like a wave, and this means I'm following. And I'll hold up my right hand. Great. Hey, so let's gather in a circle and let's talk a little bit about why you're here. I want to hear about all of you all, and then I'll introduce myself and we'll introduce this dance a little bit more. So the questions about yourself might be, we'd like you to say your name, gender pronouns, and then why you're here. What brought you in this room? What made you want to learn the Lindy-Hop of all of the many dances out there? So your goal is to answer that with as much or as little information as you want. It can be really simple. It can be like, somebody made me, somebody bought me a class ticket, so I'm in here. Or I have a desire to connect. It can get a little bit deeper. I have a desire to understand my body better. I want to put myself through the challenges of new movement. Those are just some examples. So for those of you just watching, or if you have a partner with you, just think about what that answer might be. Why am I here? What brought me to this space? What makes me feel like dancing? Circle, we'll go this way in the circle, to the left, and as it comes back to me, I'll do a little introduction of myself. Great, hello everyone, my name is Becca. I go by she, her pronouns, and they, them as well, and I'm here because this dance has taken over my life for over half of it, so it's definitely been a long and beautiful relationship, and I'm very excited to be sharing it with you all because it's the kind of thing that ends up, it has the ability and the quality of movement to really change things for you, as it has for me. It really changed how I looked at my dancing. It really changed how I interacted with other people. It has moved me across the country. It has taken me to Sweden twice. It has taken me to many competitions. It's the reason I have the majority of the friends that I have now in my life is because of this dance. So I'm really happy to have it in my life, and I'm really excited to share with you all. And I just want to let you know one more reason of why we might all be here, and that is that this dance has this incredible history and this beautiful thread from the past to now, because it's been around since the 1930s, and it started out with a black culture in the ballrooms of Harlem dancing along to really, really great live music. So it was this extremely fortuitous union of really great music coming out and really good dancing that wanted to be created to this music. So while the musicians were creating new songs all the time for the dancers were creating new movements all the time to energize the musicians, and that like synergistic movement together was something that was really unique to the 1930s and happened to come about during the Depression too. So we'll talk about a little bit about the dance every week, and I just don't want to get too much into it now because we want to spend most of this hour talking, moving our bodies. So we're actually going to start in 2 separate groups. So if you are a leader, you're going to move over here and you're going to face your follow, or face anybody, because we don't actually have partners yet. If you're a follow, you're going to move over here and face the leaders. And what we're going to do is a little call and response, like Simon says. So I'll go, and then you go. And listen for what we do and how we do it. Dee, da, dee, ga, da. Da, dee, ga, da. Hey, ho, here we go. Hey, ho, here we go. Ooh, ah, dee, ga, da. Ooh, da, dee, ga, da. Ooh, ah, 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 dee, ga, da. Step, step, triple step, 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 triple stop. Great. We're going to make it twice as long now, so wait for it. We'll go and then you go. I'm going to do the leader side this time. Hey, ho, hey, ho. We go first. E, da, dee, ga, da. Oh, sorry, twice as long. Ready? Hey, oh, here we go. E, ga, da. E, ga, da. Dee, da, ga, da. E, 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 da, ga, da. Dee da, dee ga da, dee da, dee ga da, dee ga da, dee ba, dee ga da, boo ba, dee ga da, dee da, dee ga da. Step, step, triple step, 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 step, triple step, and step, step, triple stop. Cool. Kind of getting it? Feeling good? Okay, we're going to do this to a song, and as we start to move with it, I want you to try to move with it too. So we'll go, you go. We'll go, you go. We're going to keep doing it that way, okay? A five, a six, a hey. Here we go.
I want French fried potatoes, red ripe tomatoes.
You go.
I'm never satisfied. I want the French fried sauce with the awesome fare, which you fry on the side.
Keep making noise if it makes sense.
I don't want pork chops and bacon. That won't awaken my appetite inside. I want the French fried sauce with the awesome fare, which you fry on the side.
Just a real quick note, have leaders always start with their left and follows always start with your right.
And a fella
We're also going to take out the leader follow go. We're just going to start moving around the room with it all together. Okay, ready?
I'm going to feed myself right tonight. I don't want fish cakes and rye bread. You heard what I said.
Do it
Will
again.
you please serve mine fried? I want the French fried sauce with the awesome fare, which you fry on the side.
I don't want French fried potatoes, red ripe tomatoes.
One more time.
Believe me, I'm never satisfied.
Move it
I
around.
want the French sauce with the awesome fare, with your papa on the side. I don't want pork chops and bacon. That won't
Go back to
awaken
the place you started.
my appetite inside.
Get on back.
I want the French sauce with the awesome flavor, with your papa on the side.
Very nice, everyone. So what we have there is a little Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald. Really good stuff. Really great voices. Time of the 30s, a beautiful era. So what we have is a beautiful rhythm now to go with that beautiful song. And notice that the real rhythm that's happening as we move our feet is this bounce, keeping time with the music. So that song, The Firm Friend of Sauce, we're going ba ba ba, ba ba ba, da ga da ga da ga da ga da da da. So you'll notice I'm trying to keep the beat with my whole body. And what's really helpful as I do that, especially because my knees are bending a lot, though my whole body is going down. See, from my shoulders to my head, it's all booping up and down. I'm really thinking down, and it's helpful if I bend over. So if you'll notice that standing up really straight while doing this can start to feel a little out of line, and it also kind of hurts your knees. You'll notice that if you have your hearts more forward over your knees, and then you start to bend, and your back's kind of straight, it's kind of like this, it's kind of some kind of sports ball where you're keeping goalie, keeping the balls out. You have to be like, wow, wow, wow. It's like that, but for dancing. So it has this very sports-like look to it, right? And that means inevitably, for me anyways, that my heels come off the ground a little bit. So that's just a little bit about the posture. Try that out. Do a little bouncing with it. And then the way that we count you off into the beginning of your new rhythm with your feet is with a 5, 6, 7, 8, because music is in 4/4 timing, but this rhythm is 2 of those together. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, so that we can start the movement, which takes another 8 counts. But we often just make noises. You'll notice my dance partner often goes E, E, A, O, and you can just tell, just like playing this game as a kid in elementary school, like da 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 ba ba. You know how to respond, right? This is that same kind of feeling where you can just sense that you need to respond when we go E, A, O, and then you'll get ready to step, right? Very, very good. So we're still in our 2 teams, right? And we have leaders on this side, we have followers on that side, and we've come towards each other and we started to learn how to move this rhythm around. Let's look at what the rhythm is again with our feet, and I'll do leaders first so that we can figure out how to do this together. So we have this kind of bent over posture, yeah? And we have leaders starting with the left foot. We have follows starting with the right foot. But everybody does both sides. So the leader's footwork sounds like step, step, triple step, then right, left, right. So it goes left foot first, left, right, triple left, right, left, and triple right. It's almost helpful to think how your first 2 steps go is the direction you're going to go in. So you started with the left, leaders, you're going to triple left first. Follows, you start with the right, you're going to triple right first, but then everyone's going to triple back the other way as well, yeah? So follows footwork, A, O, here we go, is right, left, right, then left, right, left. Nice. Try that a couple times on your own. You'll notice the triple step is a little bit faster than the steps, right? The amount of time it takes to do 3 steps is the same amount as 2 in your triples. If you're counting, that means what you have is a 1, 2, and then in the 3 and 4, you actually have 3 steps. 3 and 4. Then you have 2 steps again, 5, 6. Then you have 3 steps in a 2 count time limit, 7 and 8. Do, ba, da. And that's what makes rhythms swing. So our bodies are moving to the same kind of swingy rhythm as the music is doing. The music goes, hey, ga, ga, hey, ga, ga, hey, ga, ga, hey. So we go triple step, yee, ga, da. Yeah. So you'll notice that quite a bit in dancing, specifically, of course, the Lindy-Hop. Try that out, and then we have a fun exercise to get us into partnerships. Did you try it yet? Okay, good. Here's how this next part's going to work. So we have leaders, like I said, over here, facing their partners over there, or facing everybody. Follows we have over here, facing this way. When this next song comes on, we'll do our rhythm with our feet. Step, step, triple step. Step, step, triple step. Call that our new heartbeat. Towards each other. And as we come at each other at the same time, lock your eyes on someone, find someone that you're going to connect up with, and then see how you can keep the rhythm going in your feet while connecting up together. We're not going to tell you how to connect up yet, because one of the most beautiful things about this dance is that it was in fact created from, well, scratch, from nothingness, from like, what do you think we should step around doing to this song? So I invite you to listen to the song really carefully, try to keep that rhythm going with your feet, really think about just like the beauty of the movement, and know that there's no wrong answer. It's just the beauty of this new rhythm and testing out things to see if they work with a partner. Okay, we're gonna try a little bit more of this song.
And a fella should eat right. 5 will get you 10. I'm gonna feed myself right tonight. I don't want fish cakes and rye bread. You heard what I said. Waiter, please serve my fry. I want the flaming sauce with the awesome thing. With your papa on the side.
Full stop. Beautiful. We just wanted to do that for a short minute because we'll show you how it's done in our teachings. That was really cool. So let's make a circle with whoever you ended up with. And let's show you how you're going to rotate in class, assuming that you're in a big class and not just at home watching. Kind of tailoring to 2 audiences right now. So if you are in a big group, we rotate every class, during every class many times. So we'll switch off who has to rotate, whether it's the follows or the leads are going to get to do the circling, and the other people stay on the spot. So leaders stay where they are today, and followers, you say thank you, you high five, and then you move 1 spot counterclockwise in the circle. So followers will be doing the leading this week, or the rotating this week, which means next week leaders will be doing the rotating. Cool, cool, cool. So new friend, learning how to connect up. Did any of you have good ideas on how to connect up? Like what felt good, what didn't? Let's discuss that for a minute. And now let's talk about what we've learned, how to connect up. I'm going to be the leader again for a moment and face away so you can understand what I'm doing. We have leaders, we like to say turning in towards their follows, which your follow should be on your right-hand side. Hello, there you are. And that means follows, if you look left, your leader should be on your left side. Hello. And leaders, we like to have you turn towards your partner, put your hands down kind of low, and say, I would like to dance with you. And kind of wait for that consent for them to come back at you and say the same thing. Follows, though, put your hands up a little bit higher, more like shoulder level, and say, I would like to dance with you, and come in. And then see if you can give each other a slight side hug. It's fun. It's a side hug. What's really cute about the side hug is you aren't just tapping someone's back or shoulder lightly and being like, hi, hello, stranger, but we're going to pretend like we actually know this person and want to give them a hug. Not the full-on embrace hug, but the little happy side hug. This will help us connect in a meaningful way so that when we start to do our bounce and our rhythm together and this pulsing of our bodies, we can also be asking the partner to feel that through our arm. So leaders, that means your left arm is going to be on your follow's back, somewhere around like the bottom of their shoulder blades is a good spot, and really give them the full side hug. And then this front hand, that's your left hand, leaders. It doesn't need to do anything. It actually just gets to hang out in open position. This gets to hang out in the air and do whatever it don't care. Wave in the air. Follows, what I like to say for you is you take your left hand as you come in for this side hug, and instead of bringing it all the way to your leader's further shoulder, and that would be like a little head rest kind of thing, but actually bring this left hand to their closer shoulder. So now we are gonna like bring the side hug more into the side of our bodies and less about pulling them towards us with the arm. And what this means is when we wanna let them know, hey, I'm here. Can you feel that I'm here doing this rhythm? We'll hang that hand with the fingers kind of hanging over their shoulder a little bit, kind of like a sloth hand, like a little three-toed sloth, going whoop. And then the elbow gets to hang like it has a weight on it. So we're not pulling down on our partner, but we are letting them know where we are all the time by connecting our body and our arm together when we do our rhythm. Cool? Okay, and again, that means now Follow's right hand gets to be free and do whatever while we do this rhythm. So we don't need to connect up the front hand for, actually I think this whole day. So just get used to it being free and just maybe don't put it in your pocket. Cool, let's high five and rotate follows. Let everybody try that. And let's play a little song and try out this rhythm. There's just one more thing I want to show you all. We've been step-stepping, right? Which is really helpful. We have the step, step, triple step. Triple forward, then step, step, and triple back. We want to show you this wonderful way to do the very first two steps that kind of brings your bodies back and forward again. It's called a rock step. So you take the first step, if I'm doing the follows movement, that's your right foot, leaders, that's your left, and instead of just placing it down next to you on the 1 and 2, you're going to take the 1 and put it behind you, but still leave the 2 right where it is. Rock and back. Try that a couple times. Rock and back. What feels good about it, rock, back, is that you're kind of rocking up like a little rocking horse, see? Rock, back, yeah, yeah, rock, back, yeah. I kind of go into the ball of my foot a little bit. I don't try to lean back into it, nor do I just toe tap and not really do an actual movement. But I'm actually moving my body backwards. Ooh, ah, I'll do the leaders. Ooh, ah, uh-huh, rock, step, rock, step, yeah. So like I said, the first step really only just moves behind you and it moves you backwards, but then you come right back to where you were by 2, which is great because then you're really ready to do that first triple step forward. In the middle, we don't do another rock step, we just step like we learned, and triple back. So the whole thing, leaders, rock, step, triple step, 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 and triple back. The whole thing for follows, right foot, rock, step, triple step, 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 and triple back. And you notice I keep doing both people's footwork, but essentially it's the same footwork, just swapped, right? Flip-flopped. So another thing to notice is that we're a mirror of each other. Follow starting with your right, leaders with your left, meaning the outside leg goes first if we're in a side hug. Outside leg going first. And now, more like the side that's closer to the hug is doing all the work the second half of the time. So we're a mirror of each other. Isn't that cool? Anytime you're lost, only when you're lost, you can look at each other's feet. Otherwise, try to look at each other's faces. You're dancing with a human. They might want to see your face and your beautiful eyes. Let's do this a bunch of times in a row to a song. I'm on the follow side, finding the rhythm. Ooh, what's the rhythm of this song? Hey, up, here we go, rock, triple step, triple back, rock, triple step, 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 triple back, rock, triple step, step, and triple, rock, triple step, step, triple back, rock, triple step, step, and triple back. That's looking so good, y'all. Rotate partners. Get ready to do it again. Here we go. It's rock, triple. I'm on the leader side. Rock, triple. Step, step, triple. Rock, triple. Step, step. Step, rock, triple, step, relax, high five, and rotate. It's really, really pretty. I think that we're really getting it. It is, in fact, a brand new rhythm. In fact, all of this is probably brand new to most of you. So be gentle with yourselves and laugh it off when things don't go exactly as planned. Also, a little tip, when things feel really off on your rhythm and stuff, it's perfectly natural and fine to come back to a bounce, a bounce, a bounce, a bounce, a bounce, a bounce. Yeah? That's the true heartbeat, is that pulse, the pulsating rhythm of just a downbeat all the time with every beat of the song. And that's going to help you and your partner connect better than trying to get on the same foot at the same time. Yeah? And the rest of it will come over time. It will happen. The next fun project we're going to do, our next little exercise, involves moving this in a circle. And the circle is not going to go along the circle, which would be more like the movement we did at the beginning, like sharks and jets, where it came at each other and connected. Now you're already connected, so the circle I want you to make is right under yourselves. You can still move a bit, but think about the fact that you have another set of partners on either side of you, and so you kind of have your bubble. So you want to make a circle in a bubble, and you can circle either way. Have in mind as you try this what it means to have to change directions, right? Because we already know how to go forward and we know how to go backwards. Now we're asking you what's going to change to go around in a circle with your partner. And then what's going to change to go around in the circle the other way. And the only hint I really want to give you, because our feet don't totally matter, though it feels nice when they're the same as the other person's feet, one thing to keep in mind is how connected you are with this one arm, right? This is our communication line, is the leader's right hand across the follow's back. That's communicating where I want you to go and where I want to invite you to go with me. Follows, you also have that same ability, especially as that weight on your elbow hangs on your leader's shoulder. That means they can feel you moving up and down, and you can ask them for more pressure on your back by kind of clenching your elbow down, because that part of their arm should be across your arm too. So like as they're across your back, you'll notice their part of their arm is right underneath your elbow. So if you're not feeling them, you yourself can take your elbow down and say, hey, let's like connect up a little bit more. So whatever percentage of connection you're doing right now, because you're dancing with perfect strangers, let's say, connect up like 10-15% more, like a little more pressure on both person's sides to see where the circle can go. Okay, let's try it. We're trying to circle out. One way and the other. Move it as long as it takes you. All the time. Here it comes. Here it comes. 5. I'm going to lead her 6. 5, 6. Here it is. One more time. Looks good. Get that circle finished. Back to the front. How was that? Give us a little feedback if you're feeling it. What's going on? What you feeling? What you liking? What happened in your orientation? What happened in your connection? Did your eyes go back down to your feet because this rhythm is so new and exciting? and you're trying to make sure your feet have it. Are you still doing the thing? I don't know if you're doing the thing. Or did you find yourself looking up at your partner and kind of smiling and having a good time? These are answers. Questions you'll have to answer for yourself. High five and rotate. Hey, hey, really good stuff. All right, now we're going to show you a way in which this circle can happen rather quickly and within 1 8 count. So one set of the step, step, triple step, 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 triple step, or rock step, triple step. So we have 8 counts. If you are counting, we don't really count, but we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Circle, circle, then you're done. Can we try each person without touching their partner? Make that circle under themselves, and we're going to go clockwise. So that means leaders are going to go over their right shoulder, leading with the left, if you want to think of it that way. And follows, you're going to go over your right shoulder also. Yeah? See how it feels to make that whole pattern, that whole circle, complete within one set of the footwork, yeah? On your own. Hey, ho. I'll do follow. Hey, ho. Here we go. Ooh, ba, ee, ga, da. Ooh, ga, ee, ga, da. Yeah. Okay, one more time. Leaders footwork. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. A leaders go. A dee, da. In a circle. E, a, e, ga, da. Cool. Okay, now we're going to try it together. We're just going to throw it together and see what happens. So connect it up. We're trying to finish a circle. We're thinking about this hand on the back. We're thinking about orientation because we've been in what we like to call like a side hug or like a V shape for a little while. See how the outer foot is kind of pointing out. Inner foot is closer to each other. Now we want to see if the orientation needs to change in order to make this circle happen. Do we need to face a different way, or are we both going to stay in a V and just circle really fast? Let's try it. Hey, ho, hey, ho. Here we go. Circle. E-ga-da. Circle, circle. Do-ga-da. Huh? Anybody feel pulled? Anybody feel compelled to move? Connected to their partner really well or not? Okay. Good, good. Let's look at it. Let's break it down a little bit. The circle, the way that we have learned it in the Lindy-Hop, or a circle on the spot anyways, looks like the leaders on the first half of this movement, first half being rock, step, triple step, they get right in front of their follows, which means follows can't really move. So follows are invited to stay where they are by means of trying to stay connected to this hand on the back. It isn't asking you to move forward on a triple step because leaders, you're going to leave that arm there, turn your body in front of your follow, and now we're connected up a little differently. Yeah, hand is still on the back. That's your right hand leads. Left hand is still free, but now we're directly in front of them, and the hand might have to go from all the way across your follow's back to sliding just a bit so that maybe it's only on the left shoulder blade. Yeah? And this all happens in the rock, step, triple step, that very first part. So let's try that. Again, the leader's footwork is rock, step, step in front, and change that arm on the back. So now it's like we're holding a beach ball, yeah? But only half of it. Follows, you're the beach ball. Follows, what you're going to do during this first half is a rock, step, I wait here. And in fact, I triple in place instead of traveling. Not only do I just triple step in place, I even sit a little bit more to give that confident connection so that the leaders feel like they have my back. And that way I know when I want to start turning in the circle. I'm like, I could turn myself in the circle, but I'm going to make sure that your hand is strongly connected to my back so we can do it as a team. Yeah? So let's do the first half together. That's rock, step, leader in front, or a rock, step, follow, stay there. Hey, ho, I'll do leaders. Hey, ho, here it goes. It's rock, step, triple step. Nice. I'll do the follows footwork. Hey, ho, hey, ho, and it goes. Rock, step, I stay here. Very nice. Let's high five and rotate. One very nice thing you'll notice follows is that as the leaders, your hand was here on their left shoulder, as their orientation changes from next to you in the side hug to in front of you, it's a little, your arm has to stretch a little bit too, your left arm. So I find it helpful to just leave it there, or if it feels like too much of a stretch for me, sometimes I take my arm and I put it on their bicep. And so then I just kind of curl my thumb over their bicep, hang my arm along their arm like this, and they're right in front of me. Or if you are feeling extra stretchy and up for it, and especially if their hand on your back is not really giving you any pressure, I pull them in a little bit. I put my hand across their shoulder and I go, okay, we're in this together. That way you have a strong connection through the hand on the back, through your hand on their back and their hand on your back. And I say strong connection because what's about to happen is kind of like when you were on a merry-go-round as a kid. And when you're on a merry-go-round as a kid and or an adult, and you notice that it's getting faster and faster, you'll feel the centrifugal force. You'll feel your stomach getting pulled backwards towards the outside edge of the merry-go-round. You have to hold on to make sure you don't fall. And usually you'll notice you want to go butt first in case if you do fall, you're going to land with some padding and versus standing like this on a faster and faster merry-go-round. If you fall, less padding up here, right? So we want that same idea when we finish out this circle. We've done the first half of it, but we want to continue that movement to the left, right? It's going to the left for both of us. Leaders step in front, and then they continue to circle with their partner, kind of sidestepping, and then they invite their partner back to their side. Follows, your idea is, actually I'm going to hang out for the first half of this rock step while they get in front. Then I want to maintain this connection to the left side of my body, so as they go left, I'm also going to go left. And then when they stop, they let me open up all the way to here again. So we go from V to circle back to V, in fact quite quickly, but it feels good if you keep facing your partner. The only goal I have for you here is to keep facing your partner during the circle. Because if you try to run along the circle with each other, rock, step, leaders in front, let's both circle around, you're turning your body the wrong direction to stay connected. We want to stay connected through side body and through sitting, not through turning and running the circle ourselves, right? So try this little exercise real quick, super fun, before we add the rhythm back in. Leaders, step out in front of your follow, put your hand on their back, your right hand on their back, follows, stay that connected part. But now add the other hand, just for fun, okay? So now both hands are on their shoulder blades. Follows, both hands are on your leader's shoulders. And we're bending down, and we're facing each other, and it's like we're in a middle school dance, going dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, loving our lives, because, you know, what's middle school about except for loving your life? So, unless you didn't. So we'll sit here, we'll sit down, and we'll do steps together. Single steps to side, 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 side. And our goal is to keep our hearts facing each other, our belly buttons, our shoulders, our faces, all of it. And we're all going to go to the left, okay? Just step, 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 step. Hey, ho, I'm leader. Hey, ho, here we go. It's step, 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 just over and over. Step, 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 step. Now sit a little more. Speed up the merry-go-round. Step, 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 step. This might mean you cross your feet. You might cross in front. Step, step, step. You might cross in back. But stay sitting. Step, step, step. Okay, stop. Whew. If you're dizzy, turn the other way. Whoa. That was a lot. That was a lot. That's the feeling we want. We call it centrifugal force, or the merry-go-round effect, to happen very quickly. In fact, within those 2 steps in the circle. Science leaders, now we're going to try it with our footwork, with the whole pattern all together, and follows. And we're going to go rock, step, we get in front, we circle together, and then we're done. And we show that we're done by inviting our follow to come back to our side. Follows, you don't really need to think about coming back to a certain spot, back to their side. You just want to stay connected in the back. And you want to think, if I started going left, I'm not going to stop going left until another force is acted on me. So that means follows. Your footwork will go rock, step, I stay here. We circle together and keep on circling. We keep circling. We keep moving to the left until that hand on our back says, we're done circling. And honestly, we're still going backwards because then we're rock stepping all together again. It's a lot of information just to say that this is a circle on the spot and I want you to try it. And the way you're going to try it is one basic, which you already know how to do, and then trying the circle on the spot, and then another basic to celebrate. So that'll look like, and I'll do the follows footwork right now. Hey, ho, here it goes, basic, triple step, 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 and then we try the circle. Follow, stay here, turn to the left and keep going left. Basic to celebrate, yeah? And then we'll high five and rotate. And of course, more of this beautiful music, which will help us. Ella!
Thank you, you're very kind.
Let's try it out. Alright, so, leader, boot.
Won't you come home, Bill Bailey?
Circle.
Won't you come
Ooh,
home?
Basic.
You've been
Yeah.
away.
I'm realizing right away that this song is very fast. Let's try a slower one, okay? We're going to try the rock house song. This is a much better pace. Find the beat, the rhythm in your heart and your feet. Hey, up, hey, up, hey, beat it, ooh, pop, hey, up, circle, triple, step, step, triple, basic, high five and rotate. Yes, one circle at a time, better every time. Here it comes again. I'm doing follows. Up, E-I-A, up, triple, and then a circle, and then a basic. High five and rotate. Gotta do it a lot. Hey, up, hey, up. Here we go. Step, step, triple, rock, stay in place, left, left, keep going left, hey, nice, oh boy, so good. If you need, pause the video and practice this some more. I'm going to move on because we have just one more thing to teach today. That circle, of course, you might have questions about. The number one answer to those questions is, can you practice it a lot? Once you've done it about 100 times, you'll probably feel very different about it than the first time you did it. It's like playing an instrument. The first time you put your fingers on keys of a piano, you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing at all. And it feels silly and it sounds funky and you're just confused. But the more times you come back to the piano and say, hey, I'm going to put my fingers on these same keys, I feel just as clumsy and silly, but I'm going to keep doing it, the better it gets, guaranteed. Lots of practice. Think about questions that you might have and bring them next week. We want to move along to the last move of the day so that you can take this with you home and practice this as a little package, with a little bow on it. Something you can take home and practice before next week. It's super fun. Okay, so leaders and followers, pretend that we are now at a party. No, I'm sorry. We were invited to a party, but we're uptown, and that party's downtown. So we're going to have to get downtown in order to go party. And in our little space right here, we're going from up to down. See if you can get downtown at the same time as your partner. So you're looking at them, you're maybe not even touching them yet. And you're like, yo, you want to go downtown to a party? Yeah. So you look at your partner. You're like, what's up, partner? Do you want to go downtown and party? Who wouldn't want to go downtown and party? Now, how exactly do you party is the question. What we want to know is, what do you shake when you go party? Do you shake your cat's tail? Do you shake your tail? Do you shake your knees? Oh yeah, that's nice. Do you shake your shoulders? Let's get downtown. And then let's shake it around. Oh boy, is that fun. Do one more time, no hands. We're looking at each other. Hey, let's go downtown. Let's shake it around. And then we're done. We get back up. Okay, believe it or not, this is a real move. It's a real move you're gonna learn how to do right now. It's called the break and shake. You already learned the hardest parts. You gotta go down, and then you gotta shake it around. Break and then shake. So let's look at the first half of it. It's the same rhythm. It's the same timing as your rhythm step that you learned today, but we're gonna do different things with our feet. So leaders and followers, let's connect up. We're in our little V shape, just one hand connected, other hand's free to party. And what we're going to do is our usual rock step. The rock step starts everything. And then we're going to break and go down. We're going to go rock, step, down. And we get down with a kind of split weight feeling. And we get down thinking forward instead of getting down thinking bending over, right? So we do get down, and when we bend our knees, just like a squat, we naturally go down a little bit. But what we're not asking to do is rock, step, press our partner down. We're not making anyone go downtown. If they don't want to party, they don't have to party. We're suggesting it by bringing our arm down. So leaders, we go rock, step, down. And it only goes down because our body goes down. It doesn't stay up here. It doesn't pull down. Cool. So rock, step, break. And then we have a shake, a shake, a shake. And what you gonna shake? I really don't know. It's really up to you. But shake something. Shake your cat. Shake your neighbor's cat. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your shoulders. It don't matter. The timing being a rock, step, break. A shake, a shake, a shake. Try that. Do it a couple times. We'll do the follows footwork right now, yeah? Hey, uh-huh. Hey, uh-huh. Here we go. It's rock, step, break. A shake, a shake, a shake. Yeah. Again. Hey, uh-huh. Hey, oh, here we go. It's rock, step, break. A shake, a shake, a shake. Okay, that's pretty fun. High five and rotate. Believe it or not, this is in fact a real move. No, I mean it. It really is. It's a real move. You would probably enjoy getting up from the shaking and the partying. So let's do it one more time with somebody and we'll forget how to finish partying in case we're in fact done partying for the day. Hey, ho, I'm doing follows. Hey, ho, here you go. It's rock, step, break. A shake, a shake, a shake. Yeah, cool. So you still kind of split weight. Do yourselves a favor and kind of get off of your front foot a little bit so that you can step on it again. You get off of your front foot, that's follows right, leaders left, so you can go ga-da. Okay? So you're down here, you're partying, and you're like, I'm done. Ga-da. Just do it whenever you want. You're down here, you're partying, front, back. Right, left for follows. You're down here, you're partying, leaders, that's going to be left, right. That's how you finish it up. Downtown, partying around. I think I'm done partying. Left, right. Add the rock step. So we're down here. We're partying. You get the gist now. And then you da-da, rock, step. We count it off together. Just from we've already shook it. What we're doing is the stomp off, it's called, and then we're adding a bonus rock step onto the end, which is actually the beginning of the next set of rhythms. The rock step starts everything, so it's the start of the next one. Hey, ho, we do the stomp off, then we rock, stomp off, rock, step. Hey, ho, here we go, stomp off, rock, step. Hey, ho, do it again, stomp off, rock, step. I'll do it sideways. Hey, ho, here it goes, stomp off. Rock, step, or follows, hey, ho, here we go, stomp off, rock, step, follows, hey, ho, here we go, right, left, yeah? So one nice way to think about it, if your feet are getting all jumbled up, is it's the same 2 feet twice in a different rhythm. Right, left, or leaders, left, right, left, right. Remember at the beginning of this class when we were taking all the things we were doing and starting them with our mouths and then our hands and then we're slapping our bodies and then we were doing our feet and we were keeping the rhythm with our mouths? That is a very helpful way to break stuff down. Because imagine the music back then having this incredible amount of rhythm and shape, and imagine that you love what you hear in a song, and so you start to like sing it along to it, and you're like ga da ga da 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 ga da ga da ga da 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 da. You're singing along with it. Then imagine that you want to do a cool shape or rhythm with your feet with it. How helpful is it to know that the song is doing that, and then see how you can bring it from your mouth to your feet? Your mouth knows how to do it. Maybe your feet do too. Ga da ga 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 da ga 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 ga. Yeah? So this is that same concept where as things start to feel funky, try saying the fun rhythm that goes with it. Ga-da, ga. Stomp off, rock, step. Ga-da, rock, step. Yeah? And so the whole thing, which has a beautiful rhythm and sound to it, especially when you're saying it, hey, ho, yeah, watch us go, rock, step, break. A shake, rock, step. Yeah, and with counts, for those of you that love counts, here's the follows footwork. Hey, ho, it goes a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, and 8. 1, 2. Starts again on 1, 2. Can you do it infinite times in a row? Of course you can. Do you want to? Maybe. All we want you to do right now with this amount of time that we have left in class is some combo of a basic, one of the moves you've learned, a basic, one of the moves you've learned. We've learned circle on the spot, and now we've learned the break and shake. And if you are feeling extra super cool, you could try doing 2 circles on the spot in a row if you want, or you can try doing 2 break and shakes in a row. Again, you can't break Lindy-Hop. You just make up new things every time you mess up. There's no messing up. You can't break it. Do one of these things. I will show you again what that means. Leaders, footwork, hey, ho, and it goes basic, triple step, 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 triple step, a move. How about circle? Ooh, ba, dee, ga, da, a basic to celebrate. Then we wrap it up with a move. How about this? A da, ga, da, basic. So you'll learn how to do the break and shake and then immediately into another basic because of basic on either side. I call it a basic sandwich. You got the basic, you got a move, you got the basic. What's in between the basics is up to you. Yeah? We'll come around and answer any questions you have, and we're going to do this fun song. I believe in all of you. I believe in you. You can do it. Finding the rhythm. Yes, we are. We go ahead. Leader. Ho. Ahead. Look. Basic.
Bad whiskey.
A move.
Bad whiskey.
Another basic.
Bad whiskey.
Then a move.
You lose my happy home.
I do it again.
When I left home this morning,
a move.
promised I would think. Stay
basic.
real straight and sober.
Then the
Swore I wouldn't drink.
High five. Rotate. Oh boy, is that fun.
Bad whiskey. Bad whiskey.
I'm gonna do it again. Follows. Hey.
Oh,
Follows. Hey. Up. Here we go.
passed up all the pool halls.
Then the move.
Gave the boys a slip
Circle.
before the night was over.
Then a move.
Started in to say
Basic. Do it again.
bad whiskey.
The move.
Bad whiskey.
Another basic.
Bad whiskey.
so good. We're going to do that just one more time, okay? This is the last time. Make it count. Over the leaders.
And ended up all juice.
Here we go.
Bad whiskey.
Then a circle.
Bad whiskey.
Why not? A circle.
Bad whiskey.
The new one. Move.
Happy home.
Again.
The baby's gone and left me.
Move.
Man, I feel so sad. Because the blues have got me.
Then the end.
And I sure got them bad. Bad
So
whiskey.
good, y'all. Okay, this is pretty neat.
Bad whiskey. Bad.
Very good. Pretty neat just how much you can learn in, 56 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So just a little recap for you all, for you to practice between now and next week. Even if you're all on your own, while you're hanging out at home, find a good song, get a good rhythm going, get that nice heartbeat, that pulse, down into the ground, down, down, down. So we're not thinking how we have to do the down and the up. We are just a spring. We're a spring that naturally wants to come back up. So we're only pushing down, and then it brings us back up. And yes, this takes some core and some thigh strength. So you're going to get in good shape. We all will. This dance puts you in an incredible shape, a beautiful shape. And then from here, leaders with your left, follows with your right. We go a rock, a triple, a step, step, and triple back. When you're in closed position, just hanging out, doing the basic, the triples travel, and the steps kind of stay where they are. Where that whole idea changes is when the triples, is when we do a circle on the spot. Because leaders do a triple to get in front. That's when follows triple and stay in place. Then our steps really travel to the left, and they cross quite a bit. Yeah, they cross and they do whatever. It doesn't really matter what your feet do. The point is, are you looking at your partner and are you smiling, and do you want to dance with them and show them that you like to dance with them? And then the last move that we had there, from the leaders, from the followers perspective, is the break and shake. It's a real move, I promise. Rock, step, break. A shake, a shake, a shake, stomp off, rock, step. And then from there, of course, you can do whatever you want. You can even do it twice in a row. Just bring your arm down, let your person know you'd like to do the break and shake. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It'll happen the next time. Wow, what a quick hour. How amazing are all of you? Thanks for being here. And let's circle up and let's just do a little of my new favorite game. It's called Word Ball. I will, of course, be just playing with myself right now, but please do it for yourself. I'll do pauses in this. I'll make pauses for you to fill in. Word ball is listening to your heart, listening to your body, listening to your mind a little bit. What did this hour bring up for you? Words of what happened. Circles. Rhythm. Music. Silly. Party. Lindy. The short name for the Lindy-Hop. 8. 8 counts. 8 counts. Okay. Hey, y'all. You did really great. I want you to know that this series shall continue. That is a promise. If you were in our regular class, we would see you same time, same place next week. But as things have changed right now, it's going to be sometime and on YouTube. So keep coming back. Look for Lindy-Hop 1, lesson number 2. This was lesson number 1. And know this, that this dance is really happening. It's really fun. It's very pure. It's very free. And The person that I admire most who did it until he died at age 94. So it is a dance that can keep you youthful and feeling great for a long time. You've been wonderful. My name's Becca, and I will see you next time. Keep on dancing.